Yo, what is up guys? Crossbomb Vapes here. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So today, I want to talk more about D.I.Y E.Liquids. See, now the last video I done, it was a simple strawberries and cream from D.I.Y Wayne. Absolutely fantastic recipe, but it wasn't really quite to my taste. I liked it a lot, but I found the strawberries too jammy for my liking. I wanted to go for something a little bit more sweety like. So I've been doing quite a bit of research on the old D.I.Y thing, you know, mixing up certain flavours, work with certain other flavours. I've done quite a lot of research over the years actually, so I've got a good idea of what I'm doing now. And so I've whipped up this this recipe, which is going to be a strawberry cheesecake. But I also wanted to sort of be like a strawberry cheesecake with, let's call it more of a vanilla cheesecake with a strawberry syrup on top. That's going to be more like what it's going to be. So there's quite a few flavours in this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flavours in this one. So we're going to be using Flavour Arts Bilberry, because I really like the way how that sort of thickens up the berries. I used it in another recipe which I'm going to be uploading a video on, which is going to be absolutely delicious, which is a blueberry cheesecake based off of one of Wayne's recipes once again. But this one is my own recipe. So anyway, Flavour Arts Bilberry, Flavour West's Vanilla Bean Ice Cream, Flavour West's Yogurt, TFA's Vanilla Swell, TFA's Cheesecake Graham Crust, Innuera's Yes We Cheesecake, Capella's Sweet Strawberry, and with just a touch of Capella's Super Sweet at the end. Now I like to make my mixes in a 60/40 VG-PG blend. It seems to work perfectly for me. Carries the flavours nicely with that extra bit of PG in there, and you get plenty of clouds, and it works in BOROs, MTLs, tanks, RDAs, whatever. It works fine in everything. It's like real happy medium for me. So yeah, without further ado, let me just mix this up and we'll have a taste. So let's have a quick look online at the recipe. You can have a quick look for yourself, and we'll run through the ingredients quickly, and I'll sort of give you my idea on it. So let's just go over to the next scene. Right, so yeah, let's go through the cheesecakes first. So we've got Innuera's Yes We Cheesecake at 3%, so that's going to be the main body for the cheesecake. And then we've got Cheesecake Graham Crust from TFA at 1.5%, just to thicken up that Yes We Cheesecake. Then we've got Capella's Sweet Strawberry at 4%. It's a beautiful strawberry. It's got that lovely sort of McDonald's milkshake strawberry syrup sort of flavour. Love it. Then we're going to be bumping that up with some Sweet Strawberry from TFA. It's got slightly more natural flavour to it, so we're bumping that in at 2%. But then just to give it a bit more thickness, because I love what this does to berries, the bilberry from Flavour Art, and that's just going in at 0.25 at 0.25%. Don't want to be putting this stuff in too high, but it's lovely. And then we've got, for the creaminess, we've got some Vanilla Swell from TPA, TFA or TPA at 1%. And we've got some Vanilla Bean Ice Cream at 0.5%, and that is, oh yeah, sorry, and we've got the yogurt from Flavour West as well, 0.5%, 0.5%, because that would just help to lighten up those creams a little bit. And yeah, with the Vanilla Swell, I want to bump up the vanilla, and with the Vanilla Bean Ice Cream as well, because I really want to make it more of a vanilla-y cheesecake. So there, yeah. Let's get back out of here. So yeah, I've got a very specific sort of flavour profile that I like. I don't like things too sweet at all, not too cheesy. I like things creamy, and I do like things milky, but not cheesy so much. So I want it to be nice and creamy, a nice hint of a nice swirl of vanilla in there, and with that nice sort of rich but sweety like strawberry sauce. So yeah, without further ado, let's just mix this up and vape it at the end, and I bet it's going to be absolutely delicious. We'll also be using Capella's Super Sweet at 0.5%. Right, so I'm going to be using some rather cheap jewellery scales for this because it's absolutely perfect for it. I think this actually cost me about £12. It's perfect. You can get small amounts, you can do a 10ml bottle, and it does absolutely perfectly. You don't have to buy these big old scales, you know, the super scientific ones. These ones work perfect. The ones for jewellery, perfect. So yeah, let's just get straight in and mix this up. Okay, so let's just do them one by one, exactly how it says. So we're going to go in straight away with the bilberry at quarter percent. So this is only going to be a 10ml bottle, little bottle. I'm just reusing this old strawberries and cream bottle, so it's okay. It's not going to have any flavour burn in it or anything. What else I use as well is the old 10ml bottles from the nicotine shots, because they've got no flavour in there. Just wash those out and then good to go. So you just got little practice bottles basically. So yeah, anyway, straight in bilberry at 0.25, which comes out at 0.03, yeah, 0.03 grams, sorry. Okay, perfect. Tiny amount of the bilberry, so you've got to be super careful with that. So cheesecake grain crust with TPA. It's going in 1.5%, so this comes out to 0.15 grams. Forget to tear every ingredient. Quite fiddly doing a 10ml bottle, especially if you really want to get it, you know, accurate. It does the job. Actually, because it's only a 10ml bottle, you end up starting to learn exactly just how many drops it is. Like for instance, I know the Super Sweet will only be 2 drops in this, in the 10ml bottle. So now on to sweet strawberry from Capella. This one is in 4%. I love this. It smells so good straight away. It smells a little bit chemically, obviously, but it's so good. So yeah, anyway, 0.4. Strawberries bumped up quite nicely, keep them quite high, try and poke through all of those creams and cheesecakes. I haven't actually done this recipe yet, this is the first time doing this recipe, so if you're watching it on YouTube then you know it's come out okay. So is that done perfectly? See, I do try and get it as perfect as possible because it's so easy to mess it up. You know, I know you can go a little bit over and under, but I try and get it as perfect as possible just so I know. So now onto sweet strawberry from TFA. going in at 2% with this, just to help bump that Capella. Yeah, because it's still got a nice sweety sort of flavour to it. It has got sort of a more natural smell as well and flavour. So this is only going in at 2% just to help thicken it up. Yeah, basically it's, one drop is like 0.2 of a gram, 0.02 of a gram. Yeah, perfectly, pretty much. Okay, so that was the sweet strawberry done. Now we are going in for the vanilla bean ice cream at just a 0.5%. Just give it a bit more creaminess and bring up that vanilla a bit more. Well, because it's only in drops, it's going to have to go to 0.06, but that's okay. Can't do half a drop. Okay, right, so that's that one done. Now we're going in for the vanilla swirl. I love this stuff. This gives everything such a nice little airy vanilla-iness. I can't explain it. It works so well with the D.I.Y Cheesecake. It's an absolute diamond combination. So the vanilla swirl is going in at 1%. Drops. Perfect. So you can see how easy it will be to do this after a while, especially if you're doing 10ml bottles. It's really easy to keep track of everything. So vanilla swirl is in. Now for the big boy, D.I.Y Cheesecake. D.I.Y Cheesecake. Yes, they do. And they do it very well. So 3% for this. I'm going to be blotting this one in. Okay, perfect. Tear that. And our last but not least, Flavor West's yogurt to help sort of loosen up those creams, sort of, so to speak, to sort of fluff them out a bit. So this is going in at 0.5%. 3 drops, I'd say. Okay, but last but not least, last but not least, Caps Super Sweet at 0.5, so I'm just going to do this 2 drops in the 10ml bottle. I know that's nice. Right, so that is all of the flavourings. Test. Smelling good, smelling good. Okay, right, so what else do we need? Not much. So PG dilutant, 2.78 grams, 2.78 grams. bit harder to pour with these bottles. The drops are quite a bit bigger. Okay. See, I went slightly over then. Try to make sure that your vegetable glycerine is at room temperature. That helps a lot. Otherwise it's like a really thick gel. So this is going in at 3.37. The reason why this is so little is because my nicotine base is only at 18 milligrams, so I'm going to be using quite a lot of that. It's in a VG base. Okay, perfect. Last but not least, our nicotine. And I've really got to get a better solution for this. I'll pour it into another bottle, I think, because it was quite a hefty old thing of nicotine, which I've had for a while now, but I kept it in the fridge, so it's kept it like it was the day I bought it, basically. It's so fresh still. I like to vape at 6 milligrams, so it's relatively high. Once again, this comes in at one of my favourite numbers, 420, or 4.20, 420 in my eyes, always 420 in my eyes. Got used to that now though. Perfect, not a drop spill. Okay, well, that is literally everything. There is 10 ml of what I am going to be calling Killer Pink. And just mix this up, clean out the K-Fun Light Plus. We're going to try it out on there, and I'm going to re-wick my recurve here, and we're going to test it out on both and see how killer this pink liquid really is. Back with you in a sec. Right, so once again, like I did in my last video, I've got my trusty broken fan here, which I wasn't going to chuck away, so I'm putting it to good use, and I'm going to save myself some elbow grease, and yeah, I'm going to leave this running for about 5 minutes to mix this up. I tell you what, it does do an excellent job, and it doesn't aerate it too much either, like it does with one of those like frothers, you know. It seems to like mash it up. And this does it in a really nice way. I don't know how long it's going to last. It seems to be lasting alright though. So anyway, let me mix this back up, and then I'll be back with you, and we'll taste it, see how it is. Catch you in a minute. I'd just like to point out, for only around about £16.50 from Vapor Depot, free delivery, I got 250ml of VG, 250ml of PG, and 6 flavourings. I just thought I'd mention that because it's a great deal, and that's free delivery. I mean, you wouldn't even get, okay, you get one bottle of E.Liquid from your local vape shop. I mean, that's banging. And it's super cheap to get your nicotine as well. I think it's only like £15 for a 100ml bottle of 75mg nicotine base. So yeah, deals all round. It's a no-brainer. Okay, let's try this out. killer pink. Just freshly wicked a nice, fat, juicy alien Clapton coil on my recurve. This actually has got a really decent flavour. I know it's not the best out there to get a full reference flavour. I am going to get myself an Entheon or a Hadley, but I think I'm going to go for the Entheon for sure. I've had my eye on one of those for a little while now. Just got to wait for myself to come into a little bit more cash again, and then I'll most definitely be getting the Entheon, I think. Yeah, no, not the Hadley. Get the Entheon. Just looks so dope. And I've just really been looking for that reference flavour, you know. I mean, what else do you want other than what the chef intended? You know, the creator wanted you to experience a certain flavour, and a lot of RDAs don't particularly give you that. Smelling good, smelling good. Drips slightly there, getting a bit excited, getting a little bit excited. Dying to try this out. Okay, well, bottoms up then. Okay. It's giving you that nice, deep, rich strawberry flavour. That's very tasty. Cheesecake's really popping through, but it's not cheesy. It's nice and light and fluffy and creamy and vanilla-y. I reckon this is going to need a good few days to steep. Give it 5 days and this is going to be amazing. It's pretty nice on the shake and vape, to be honest. That's actually come out super nice. So creamy, plenty of cloudage for being a 60-40 VG-PG blend. Doesn't have to be 70-30, you can get plenty of cloudage. And I think the PG is a better flavour carrier from what I've heard. So I think this is the best balance. Beautiful. The vanilla really plays nicely with the strawberry. Just the right amount of sweetness there. Yeah, and the more you vape this, just tastier it gets. That bilberry as well just thickens up that strawberry nicely, makes it nice and gooey, but not sickly sweet. Alright, it tastes amazing on the recurve. I should be back with you and we'll have a go on the K-Fun. I've just got to finish off the last little bit of juice that's in there, then I'm going to re-wick it, come back and we'll taste the difference between an RDA and an MTL setup. So be back in a minute. Crossbond vapes from the future here. So I've left this juice sitting overnight. I was going to stick it inside the K-Fun Plus, but the K-Fun Lite Plus has still got some juice in it and I'm not going to waste it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be using the Berserker MTL, and the reason for this is because the Berserker MTL almost gives exactly the same flavour as the K-Fun Lite Plus. Very, very similar indeed. K-Fun Lite Plus costs upwards of £60. This cost me £12, free delivery from eBay. and it tastes amazing. I do prefer the K-Fun Light Plus. It's got a nicer experience. It is slightly better flavour, but this is almost on par with the flavour. This has got slightly more turbulent airflow. It's actually an amazing MTL RDA, and especially for the price at the moment, you can pick them up super cheap. They did only have it on the rainbow version, but I don't mind that. It works, still looks the tits actually. Anyway, without further ado, let's see if this killer pink liquid works well in the MTL, which is what I've been going for. I want it to be able to work in an MTL device, restricted direct to lung devices, BORO devices, RDAs, RDTAs, tanks, whatever. I want it to work in all of them. So, fingers crossed, this is going to be a good one. I want to be able to taste those strawberries popping. I don't want it to be too creamy. I want it to be creamy and milky, but not cheesy. That's the one. So, cheers. Absolutely stunning. Even after just one day of steeping, it is so smooth, it's so creamy. But the MTL really does pick up those creams lovely. But the strawberries shine. Even with the bilberry that makes it slightly more gooey tasting, it still gives you that sweety type of strawberry, you know, the sort of McDonald's milkshake, strawberry syrup sort of flavour, but it gives it that sort of gooiness. Oh my god, this is super, super nice. Absolutely perfect. Slight butteriness on the exhale. Very, very slight. That vanilla plays lovely with the strawberry. Gives it a nice airy vanilla-iness. And that yogurt has just helped break everything apart a little bit to make it a bit more airy and a bit more light and fluffy. I didn't want this to be like a thick, dense cheesecake. I want it to be really nice, all-day vape that you can stick in any device and you know you're going to be a happy chappy. I definitely recommend mixing this up. I will leave a description for the recipe down below. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Winner in my eyes. Yeah, I might tweak it a little bit over time, but to be honest, it doesn't really need any tweaking. It's damn tasty the way it is. So yeah, that'll be all from me. Take care of yourselves. Crossbomb out.